Alright, hello everyone. I thought I'd do another Poundland item buying review. Well, kind of review, just letting you see what I buy, really. You can actually use this for camping and bushcrafting. And I'll have to dig out the bag, so I've just got in. My sort of cup of coffee, which I'm enjoying right now. Weather's been okay today, but I still would have needed a couple of days off to recover, my energy, because it's been really tiring. When I'm building my shelter, my hand's been playing up all night and practically most of the day today. Because I did break these two fingers last year, and I still don't think they've healed properly. So, this hand does give me quite a bit of pain still. So if you notice on my videos, I've been using my left hand to drag trees and branches from one place to my camp more than anything. I do still use this hand, but I try to limit this hand. I try not to drag too many branches or bushes or logs with this hand. I always use my left hand. The only thing I do use this hand for is when I make my coffee and holding my cup and a little bit of sawing. So I'm still having a problem with this hand. So I might have to go and get it x-rayed again. So I thought I'd just do a little show of what I got from Poundland. Now, if you've been watching my video, I've got this white plastic tube with a nozzle at the end, and I've been blowing into it to get the old embers up and back into a fire state. Well, in Poundland, they actually do this turkey baster, and what it is, you put just I suppose fluids in for, you suck in your fluids and just squirt it. Well, I'm thinking this might be okay as a replacement. Instead of me blowing and getting my face right near the fire, it's got one of those. It's not so much as it's probably suction. You can use it as suction, but if you're pushing it, you can feel the air coming out. So I'm wondering that if that might be okay to blow on the embers and get the old fire up and run again. So I'm going to take that with me next time. I'm not sure if I'm going to go tomorrow or Wednesday. I've got to keep an eye on the weather. Wednesday's supposed to have been sunny, but the weather's changed again. Super glue. Bought a packet of those, not for the bushcrafting, but for some of my actual carving. Sometimes I split the wood and I don't want to start over, so I use that to try and repair it. Little head torch. Pound in Poundland. So I've got that for ready when I start doing nighttime sessions over there. Another 4 rolls of these jute string. They're okay, but if you put too much pressure when you're tying it, and tying a knot, it can snap. So if you're actually using it and binding two sticks or branches together, make sure you at least put several winds around before you tie it off, because if a gust of wind does blow it and you've only got one tie bound on it, it'll definitely probably snap. So if you put several winds on it, then it should be okay. So I bought another one of those. Cat biscuits for the cat. When I finish my building, I'm going to probably hang a few things up inside it, such as a cup. Might get a couple of pictures, or one of those home sweet home kind of banner things. So I bought a kitchen. Well, it's not so much a kitchen. You've been framed picture hanging kit. Get different kind of brackets and you get your nails. You get a round piece of metal in there as well. So I bought that. Now, recently, I've been having to buy 75mm nails. And it's been costing me £5 for a tub. And I think in each tub, it's probably about 80 nails, if that. So today, when I was in Pondland, I noticed they had 75mm nails in there. So I actually bought 3 packets of those, and that's going to, I've worked it out, there's probably about 30 nails in here. So that's like 90 nails for £3, and I've been buying them on eBay for just over £5. So I've just saved myself £2 by buying 3 packets of these off out of Pondland instead of buying them off Amazon. I think they are a new product that I've got in there because I didn't see them there last week. So if I had done, I bought them last week from Pondland. My poor old gloves are getting a bit knackered. You know, I can still wear them, but I bought a new pair just to be on the safe side. These are Protect Them heavy duty gloves. Pondland. You can actually, you know, mess around a little bit with the fire if you need to, you know, like pick up a piece of like ember, but if you're quick, don't hold it because it's definitely going to burn you. And I wouldn't really advise you to do that actually anyway. I was going to buy 2 packets of these, but I decided to buy 1 because I didn't have a lot of money on me today anyway. Cotton wool buds, rolls. As you know, I made some wax and petroleum jelly fire lighters, which are working quite well. I still got like a quarter of a packet of the last packet, but I thought I'd buy another packet because sometimes these do get sold out in Pondland. So I thought I was going to buy 2, but I thought no, 1 will be enough because I've got lots of different wood I can use as fire timber. Now, this kind of peed me off a little bit actually because I actually just bought off eBay some bolts, and these cost me like, I think maybe it's £3 each. In Pondland, they're not as big, but they would have done the job. And I need to get my scissors. My scissors are blunt. My hand's aching like crazy. In Pondland, they have got bolts like so, and if you look at it, that one is bigger, you know, a lot bigger and probably a lot more stronger, but they don't come in screws or anything yet, so I've got to look for some screws. But in Pondland they do these, but not just that. Inside the box they have these as well, latches like so. Now I just bought a small one off eBay. Where is that bag I had? This cost me £1.99 on eBay. No, £2.50. Yeah, £2.50 on eBay, yeah. Alright. That's £2.50 there. And I think there was like £2.50, £3. So let's call it a fiver, for instance, yeah. Although it doesn't have the padlock, you can get padlocks on Poundland for £1 anyway. So that's a fiver I spent on those 2 items on eBay. In Poundland, in this one packet, you get the bolt, and you get the latch, and you get the screws for £1 from Poundland. If I'd known, I would have needed to buy those, but they weren't there last week. So these are also a new product they've just got in. So if you're looking for like bolts and brackets, it might be worth you checking out Poundland in the UK if you live in the UK. So I actually bought, I think, 2 of those. I'm not sure. No, I think I actually bought 1. Yeah, I think I only bought 1 because I knew I had those other brackets and I didn't want to like have too much, stuff and pay more money out on things, But I did buy 3 packets of these nails. So the picture frame hangers, the string, the gloves, the cotton wool buds, 3 packets of those. The bolt and latch. What else did I buy? I was a bit dubious and like cutting up meat when I went to my little camp yesterday. And I did have barbecue and I didn't really want to like cut meat up on a piece of wood. So I bought myself some cutting boards, and you actually get 2 cutting boards for £1 in Poundland. So I'll be taking one of these up with me and leaving it there. Now I thought they actually sold out. Luckily, they've been put in a different place. Tarps. I actually bought another. Actually, no, I did buy 2 packets of those thingies, those Bolton catches. So I did actually buy 2. I bought another 5. I thought it was 4, but I picked up 5 tarps. The old poly tarpaulin, £1 each. If anyone wanted to know what size are, it's 1.8 by 1.2 m. That's approximately cut size. And that's before hem folding and eyeletting. Now it says here, I didn't read it last time, it states, I quote from the reading here, Weatherguard poly tarpaulins are 1. Waterproof, 2. Tear resistance, 3. Easy secure, groupings in each corner, approximately every 1 metre all around them. They're rugged, polyropen inside them for additional strength. Woven fabric, laminated both sides with LDPE. Don't know what LDPE is. And it says here are just a few of the many uses. Patio and garden fence furniture covers. Furniture covers, lawn and gardening clean-up aid. Machinery covers, motorcycle covers, and construction covers. So you could actually use this to cover your building, your hut, your shack, your A-frame, whatever. And these are still £1 each in Poundland. I still have one open over there, so I'll give you a rough idea how big it is. I do have one up in my base on the back corner at the moment. So my bed is a single bed, and that's how long it is. That's how big that tarp is. So I would probably be using 2 of those on my roof. I don't know how many on the side walls, probably 2 on each side wall as well. I know I've got about 4 of these up there already. So I knew I probably need some more. So I bought another 5 to be on the safe side. Now it says that these are tear proof. I have seen 1 or 2 of these which have been torn. I don't know if it's been torn in, like, you know, accidentally anger, or whether it's been, like, you know, due to the conditions of the weather. But I know that these can be torn. So you know, if you're going to buy these, I would say get, you know, a fair amount, because you don't know when Pondland is going to run out of them, and if they're going to continue doing them. And during the different weather conditions, you know, they are going to wear sometime, you know, and you might have to replace them. And when you need to replace them, Pondland might not even have any more in stock, you know, kind of thing. And you probably have to buy them off eBay or Amazon, and they're around about £4 or £5 each. So the tarps, you know, it's pretty good for, you know, covering your A-frame, you know, your little hut, whatever. Even your tent, you know, you can use them as a ground sheet. I've used it as a ground sheet a couple of times when I was camping way back a few years ago, when I was fishing over at Clapham Common. But yeah, so check out the Pondland shop, because you do get some good stuff there. I saw one of these chains down there. Where's the other part of it? In somewhere. Yeah, I saw what they had these in there as well. And I was actually going to get one, but I thought no, because I've already got one. You know, I don't need any more. The only reason I bought some of those latches, because I'm going to have 2 latches inside the building. You know, on the inside of the door, and I'll also have the chain inside the door. And with the actual bracket, I can put one outside and use a padlock on it for when I'm not there. And I'll be given a spare key to the landowner, in case, like, you know, he's over there and he wants to throw something in there. Because he's been a great guy, you know, he's helped me out. So that's what I got from Pondland today. And also, they didn't have the candles I wanted, so I had to buy what was there. And I bought a couple of £1 candles for when I start melting them down and making my cotton ball wax petroleum firelighters again. I don't need to do them at the moment, because I still do have 2 bags which I can take up with me. I'm only going to take 1 bag up next time, because I have run out. I did take a bag up last time, and I was dumping these on like, you know, like crazy to keep the fire running. Yes, these fires stayed alight practically all day. I did cheat and use the torch to get the fire working. The reason being because I was cold and I was really thirsty and I wanted to have a cup of coffee. But after that, you know, dumping a few of these on, dumping a few bits of wood, which is also covered with wax and petroleum. The fire stayed light practically all day. You know, it smouldered, but as soon as you threw more sticks on, it just caught. So they do help. Also in Pondland, I've not seen any at the moment, but I used to have these sticks. It's like a gardening mini fence, and you know, you had wire attached to each one of these, like so. And what I've done, I've taken them all off the wire, and I had some with me, and I took some up. And these are pretty good to keep the fire running. What you want to do is, if you can get these, buy a couple. You know, you don't have to take the whole bunch out. What I normally do is that I have got another bag here somewhere. Where is it? No, I've got it somewhere. I might put it in my bag already for when I go up the next time. Actually, I've got 3 bags worth. I think I've got 3 bags at least done there. Well, 2.5. No, I don't know what I've done with it, but I had another bag of these. I took them all apart and I was just like splitting them in half. And with the thicker ones, I was just like splitting them down the middle and then breaking them in half. And I took some of these up with me yesterday, and these were really good to keep the fire up and running. And they don't burn that long, but it helps the fire to actually, catch. So if you ever seen these little twigs in Pondland, it's worth getting a couple, especially out, camping and like cooking a lot of the time. And the only other thing I've got, which was free in nature, down my road, we've got some trees with all the bark peeling off. So I've got some bark. I used the last of what I had yesterday, and it really does catch rather quickly. It doesn't last long, probably about 5 seconds, 10 seconds, but it's pretty good to actually use as a fire lighter kind of thing with the old rod and striker. But it's like yesterday, I was so bloody tired, well, so much tired, but cold and thirsty. My striker wasn't working properly, and the bloody fluorescent rod come out the handle, so I've got to repair that later. And it just wasn't catching because there's a wind. There's quite a bit of a breeze yesterday as well at the beginning. So I just got my flame torch out and lit the fire that way. Still took about 4 or 5 minutes to light up properly, but after that, I didn't have to use it again. The old torch, because most of the day the fire, although it went down, you still had like little bits of wood, which still had tinder on it, and all I was doing is throwing bits of wood on time to time, and it's catching no problem. So yeah, good day yesterday. Enjoyed yesterday, although my hand kept playing up quite a bit. Like to keep resting. Also, my knee was playing up as well yesterday. So you might have heard me complain about my knee and my hand again. Now I'm going to tell you something here. I've had a troll on me. Now I am unemployed at the moment here. That's why I go out, because I get so stressed. I do suffer with stress and depression and anxiety. And because I've been watching so many videos doing this year, I decided to take it on hand and do it myself. And because I'm out there enjoying myself and doing videos and uploading videos, some little nasty person has decided that he's going to try to report me because he thinks I'm well enough to go out and look for a job. Well, I've contacted Universal Credit. I told the person has decided that he's going to try to report me because he thinks I'm well enough to go out and look for a job. Well, I've contacted Universal Credit. I told them I've done probably doing this anyway. But when I spoke to Universal Credit on the phone, they said there's no problem. Do what you want to do. We've got no issue with it. Just let your advisor know. Just keep updated, and that's what I've done. So this little nasty troll that's trying to get me in trouble isn't going to work because I'm covered. But anyway, you do get nasty, hateful people out there who just try to stop you doing what you want to do. But that's life, I suppose. But But yeah, I bought that today, and that should keep me for a good few weeks anyway. I do have a different roll, a string, better than this. It's in the bag, but I keep forgetting using it. This ain't too bad, as long as you wrap it around, the whatever you're trying to tie together several times. If you're doing it once or twice, it's not going to hold. So you really want to wind it around quite a lot. This is like 60 meters, 197 foot on each spindle. And yeah, I thought I'd share that with you. Don't try checking out Pondland. I'm not advertising for them, and I'm not getting paid for any kind of reviews or anything like that. I just do it so people can see, what kind of stuff Pondland does do, and you might be able to get some of the stuff that you use cheaper. I know sometimes people say the cheaper stuff is crap. Well, I've always found that some of the cheaper stuff is better than the actual costly stuff. So tomorrow, I'm not sure what the weather's like tomorrow. Wednesday was meant to be sunny, very sunny, with moderate breeze, but now the weather's changed for Sunday. So for tomorrow's weather, guys, when my app loads up. Right, Tuesday, light rain showers and moderate breeze. Well, it's going to be sunny from 7 o'clock till 9 o'clock. Then, you've got a little bit of sunshine up till like midday. And then from 1 o'clock all the way till 6 o'clock, light rain showers. Wednesday, light rain showers, moderate breeze. And from 7 o'clock up till 1 o'clock, you've got scattered, kind of like sunny shine, a little bit of overcast, but then from 2 o'clock onwards it's going to be raining. And then Thursday it's going to be like a little bit of rain from 6 o'clock till 7, then from 8 till 10, kind of dry but overcast. 11 o'clock, a little bit of rain. Then from 12 all the way through the rest of the day, it's until like 4 in the morning. It's going to be dry, and that's the same for Friday and Saturday. Light cloud, moderate breeze for Friday and Saturday. The next time we're going to have really good sunshine is Thursday the 12th, Friday the 13th, Saturday the 14th, and Sunday the 15th. So, we still are going to get some light rain showers and, kind of like moderate breezes and all that kind of stuff. So, if you're going to go out tomorrow, be careful. Well, you don't need to be careful, just be advised it might rain tomorrow. It will rain tomorrow a little bit after like midday. But I probably might go out tomorrow, if not Wednesday, and do a bit more building. No, tomorrow is going to be better to go out and do more stuff than it is Wednesday. But Wednesday is not going to rain until 2 o'clock. Tuesday is going to rain from 1 o'clock. But I have my coat, I'll stick a tarp over the roof because I'm actually in the process of building the roof at the moment. I'm going to try to finish wall 3 and wall 2. Wall 2 is nearly done. I've still got gaps in it. But I'm going to use some of those like twine branches and just twine it in between the gaps if I can find enough. And then once that's done, I'll continue with wall 3. I've been there before, and I'm wondering if I thought it might be where we've been having strong gusts of wind that it's probably blown, and broken parts of trees down, near to my little camp. It's not actually been on top of my camp, but kind of like around it. So I was just wondering, it might be in the conditions, the wind that's actually like broken a few more trees and I've been lucky enough to, like, to get them. Or it might have been my landowner, because he said he was going to do some more wood cleaning, cutting down some more trees. So if he's been doing it, he's probably done it and dragged it over to where my camp is anyway. So I've not had to do as much cutting at the moment. I still need a lot of like long ones, which I can only pull with my left hand and not my right hand. And it does take time for me to actually collect up, longer branches. And I don't really want to be cutting trees down, which are like living trees, on the permission I am on. Luckily enough, I bumped into my other landowner permission, because they're right next to each other. And asked if I can take some wood from his land, and he said, knock yourself out, take what I don't want, because there is a load just laying on the ground. I mean, loads. So I'm going to be getting some more of that tomorrow or Wednesday. So I don't know if I'm going to go tomorrow or Wednesday yet. Depends on what rest I get today. If I can get sleep early today, then I probably might go tomorrow. What I'm going to cook there, I don't know. I'm having problem with my backpack as well. My backpack keeps breaking. So bloody clips ain't strong enough. They should make those clips metal, not plastic. I've got no eggs or bacon. I've got no pork. So I had pork yesterday for my barbecue. So it looks like I will probably end up taking a tin of beans and sausages with me tomorrow. And having like the old cowboy lunch, beans and sausages. I might take a tin of spaghetti as well. The only thing is I'm going to take a saucepan with me. This is a pain in the butt to do. But I may just leave the saucepan up there. I have been leaving certain things up there and just taking them down to one's sheds and leaving them in there until I go back the next day. But once my building, properly constructed and finished with, I can leave everything in there. So I'll have a door which I can bolt up and lock. The bench bed, as I say, it's got like a section where I can lift up and put stuff underneath the bench bed as well. And I'm going to try to make some shelving in there so I can put some stuff on there, like, put candles on. I want to get a couple of those like lanterns, candle lanterns. I've got one. I want to get some more. I was thinking about getting like a gasoline one, but I don't know about gasoline. I don't like mucking around with like fuel that much, gasoline or petrol. So it's probably going to be candlelight stuff I'm going to be using. And then I might get one of those very bright, kind of like lights which you can use with batteries. I might even try to somehow construct one where I can use it with a on-off switch and not use electricity, because I used to do like a little bit of like construction years ago, building my own devices for like ghost hunting and stuff. So what I've got to do is that if there's something like, say, like a ceiling light you can buy and it runs off batteries and you've got to turn it on by the switch behind it, I know I can like bypass that switch, run a couple of wires onto another switch and just flick the switch and, and put the switch on the actual the wall somewhere. So I might do that at some stage. I've just got to find the right gear to do it. I'm not going to actually be camping overnight for a little while still yet. Even when I've constructed and finished the building, it'll still be, not until probably end of April, May, when we've got more daylight, better weather, and I ain't going to have to carry so much stuff up there. I'm going to have to take like my blow-up pillow, my blow-up mattress, and a sleeping bag, because it might be nice and warm during the daytime, but it might suddenly start getting cold during the night time. So I've got to be preparing myself and carry that up with me and bring it back the next morning. I don't think I'll be camping up there more than one night at each time. I might do a 2-nighter. I don't know yet. But Yeah, it's getting there. You haven't watched my video from yesterday. Check it out. I know it's 2 hours and 30 minutes long, but you can see, how the camp's coming along. I know some people would have had it done by now, but as I say, I do have arthritis in my hands and knees. I did break those 2 small fingers last year, and I still have problems with my hand. I can't grip properly. When I'm sawing, I've got to stop because it's making my hands really hurt so much. That's why I'm doing this, to try to strengthen my hand back up and try to get these 2 little fingers back into like working condition. Because since I broke them, I've not really done nothing with this hand, apart from hold my cup, do a bit of cooking, wipe my backside when I go to the bathroom, that kind of stuff. I know it sounds disgusting, but even when I'm wiping my backside, I have problems with this hand. I've got to use my bloody left hand. So I'm using my left hand more than anything else at the moment. I can't even write with my left hand. So, I can carry wood. The only thing is I can carry wood, but I can't saw with my left hand. I can saw with my right hand, but not with my left hand. And when I'm carrying wood with this hand, when I try to carry wood with that hand, my right hand, it gets so numb quickly. I've got to keep dropping the wood and leave it there and taking what wood I've got in my left hand, take up there to my little camp and go back and get the wood which I've just dropped because my right hand's been aching, and just keep going back and forwards, and that's what's taking more time. And putting everything up, I'm the only person who's doing it. It's got no help apart from like the landowner might, bring some timber down for me if I need it. And that's it really, kind of thing. I know some people do have like 2 or 3 people in a group that builds like camps, or they're doing like, if it's a lone person, you've got like someone just doing like a short A-frame or something, just one night, kind of like temp over night, kind of like accommodation kind of thing. With me, I want something there so it can be kept there for at least a year, and it might even be there longer than a year. It depends on the maintenance, I suppose, if I do any kind of like repair jobs to it. Definitely be another video out sometime this week. Might be tomorrow night, might be Wednesday night, depending on if I go tomorrow or Wednesday. And that's it really. That's the update. Don't forget, check out Pondland. They do have some good stuff in there. Locks, tarps. Sometimes they have like firewood in there. I ain't seen no firewood in there for a while actually. Candles, if you're in there. I've seen a lot of people who has built bases, like little shacks or whatever they stay in overnight, and they use a lot of candles. And I know candles can be bloody expensive sometimes, unless you buy the tea light ones. But even these tea light ones, which I've not used yet, these can only I think these only last up to it says burn time 3.5 hours per candle. I've used a couple of these before, and it hasn't been 3.5 hours. It's been more like an hour, hour and a half. So, if you're going to buy these, they don't last that long. But if you buy these, they stay at least last up to it stays on here 29 hours of burn time. So does that really burn for 29 hours? Well, you can only find out if you had a 29-hour nighttime session. It's completely dark throughout the whole day and night. Then you might be able to tell if it burns for 29 hours. Or you can actually say, right, I'm going to put it on at 12 o'clock and blow it out at 6 o'clock and just calculate, what's that, 5 nights. That should last for 6 hours each night. Don't know. Right, okay, I'm going to go now, guys. Drink my coffee and watch a few YouTube channels. And hello, Observator. Well, I can't even pronounce it right properly. I'm going to go now anyway. If you have got a Pondland store in your area, do check them out. I'm not doing it as publicity for them, or I'm not getting paid or anything like that for them. Pondland wouldn't even bloody do that. But they've got a big enough website. Check out Pondland on the website. If you want something, I think there's a search on there where it tells you if a store's got it or not. So, before you even go to the store, I think there's a store search where you can actually see if that store's got certain items. Like in my local Mitcham area, they don't even have these here. They don't even have tarps. But in the bigger branch in Streatham, they have these. They have tarps and they have other stuff there. So the small Pondland shops, it's very limited. You want to go to the bigger stores, and you'll find some good deals in there. All right, okay. Say another video up for me, base building. Might be tomorrow night, if not, probably Wednesday. Depending on the weather. It depends if I've got enough energy to go and do any this week. All right, catch you later.